Now that you have created your first React app, you might notice a lot of files and folders appear automatically. At first, this can feel a bit overwhelming, but don't worry. In this video, I will walk you through the folder structure step by step and explain what each part does. Let's get started. Here is what the folder structure looks like. Right after you create a new app using Create React App. My app, node modules, public, source, gitignore, package.json, readme.md. Let's break it down. First, the node modules folder. This is where all your app's dependencies live. When you install packages using npm, they get stored here. You never need to edit anything inside this folder. In fact, most developers ignore it completely, and so does Git, thanks to Git ignore. Next, the public folder. This folder contains static files, files that don't get processed by Webpack. The most important file here is index.html. It contains a div with an ID of root. This is where your entire React app gets injected. Other files include favicon.ico, the icon in your browser tab, manifest.json for progressive web apps, and robots.txt, which tells search engines how to crawl your site. Now let's move to the heart of your app, the source folder. This is where you will write most of your code. Here are some key files. Index.js. This is entry point of your app. It renders the app component into the DOM. App.js. This is your root React component. You will often start here when building out your UI. App.css and index.css. These are the style sheets for your components. You can also recognize your code further by creating subfolders like components, pages, assets, utils. This makes your code base scalable and clean. Outside the folders, you will also see some important files. Let's look at package.json. This file tracks all your dependencies, project info, and scripts. Gitignore. This tells Git which files to leave out of the version control, like the node modules folder. Readme.md. This is markdown file with project documentation. You can update it to describe your app and how to run it. Here is a quick summary. Node modules, installed packages and libraries. Public, static files including index.html. Source, all your React code components, styles. Package.json, project info and dependencies. Git ignore files to exclude from version control. Readme.md, project documentation. And here is a best practice tip. As your app grows, keep your source folder organized. Use folders like components, pages, and hooks to keep related code grouped together. This makes your app easier to manage and debug over time.